Girl, just quit. Life is too short to be miserable. You'll figure it out. Have you heard that before? Maybe a friend told you this, or you've seen it in the comments on Instagram or TikTok posts about workplaces or toxic workplaces. And while it comes from a place of love and concern, this advice could actually make your situation so much more worse. If you are in a toxic job and people keep telling you to just quit, this video will show you why that is not the solution and what actually works instead. I'm going to break down why emotional, impulsive decisions to quit toxic jobs often backfire, the hidden costs that most people don't consider, and the strategic approach that actually gets you out safely while setting you up for long-term career success. If you're new here, hi. And if you're a regular viewer, welcome back. I'm Dr. Tega, a faith-based career coach who helps professional women leave soul-sucking, draining jobs that they hate and land higher paying, more fulfilling careers that they can thrive in. Let's get into today's video. Okay, here's what happens when you follow the just quit advice. You make an emotional decision in a moment of frustration or desperation. You feel immediate relief for about a week, maybe two, but then reality sets in. Your savings start depleting faster than expected. You realize that you don't have a clear plan for what comes next. The pressure to find any job, not necessarily a good job, starts building. And ironically, you often end up taking whatever you can get, which might just be as toxic as what you just left. The just quit advice assumes that leaving is the hard part, when actually leaving strategically is what determines whether you end up better off or an even worse situation at work. So here are 3 reasons why just quit can be really terrible advice. Reason number 1. Financial desperation changes your negotiation power. When you quit without a plan, you are likely operating from a scarcity mindset. You need income now, which means you will accept lower salaries, worse benefits, or red flags that you would normally avoid. Employers can sense desperation a mile away, and it puts you in a weak position during interviews and salary negotiations. Now, compare this to job searching while you're employed. You can be selective. You can negotiate from a position of strength, and you can walk away from opportunities that aren't right for you. Reason 2, emotional decision making doesn't address the root problem. Quitting impulsively is often a reaction to a specific incident, maybe a terrible meeting, a confrontation with your boss, or just a really stressful week. But the real problem isn't that one incident. It's that you haven't learned how to identify and avoid toxic work environments in the future, or how to spot red flags early so you can leave before you reach your breaking point. Without addressing the root issue, like not knowing how to research company culture, not setting proper boundaries, or not recognizing red flags during interviews, you are likely to end up in another toxic work situation. Reason 3, your mental health might not improve as expected. This might surprise you, but leaving a toxic job doesn't automatically fix the mental health impacts. If you are dealing with anxiety, low confidence, or decision-making difficulties from workplace trauma, those issues often persist even after you leave. I have seen it with my clients. We spend more time on strategies to heal the side effects from a toxic workplace before the job search strategy stuff. So without the income and structure that being in a job gives you, plus the added stress of job searching, your mental health might actually get worse before it gets better. So if you shouldn't just quit, what should you do instead? Well, I'm going to share with you the strategic approach that you should take instead. And at the end of this video, I'll share my free training that walks you step by step through how to land a job you love. But in the meantime, if you are finding this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below. Liking this video tells YouTube that this video is worth sharing with more people on YouTube, and subscribing ensures that you never miss a future video from me. Now, let's get into the strategic approach that you should take instead of just quitting. Step 1, create immediate boundaries while you plan your exit. You don't have to suffer in silence while you plan your exit. Start small, manageable boundaries like turning off work notifications after 6 p.m. Actually take your lunch break away from your desk. Because look, if you are not an EMT or a first responder, there is nothing you are doing that is an actual emergency. You're answering emails. You can afford to take a break. Stop checking your emails on weekends. Use a sick day if you need a mental health break. They will be fine, I promise. These micro boundaries help you survive while you strategize without causing immediate conflict at work. Step 2, get clear on what you actually want. So don't just run away from something bad, run towards something specific. Write down exactly what went wrong in your current role, then flip each problem into what you want instead. You can use my Visa framework to figure out what kind of work you love. And if you're not familiar with what that is, Visa stands for values, interests, skills, and aligned work. This is the framework that helps you figure out the kind of work that you will truly thrive in. And I actually teach you more about this framework in my free training that I'll share with you at the end of this video. If you hate being micromanaged, you want autonomy. If you're overworked, you want a reasonable workload or reasonable work expectations. If there's no growth in your career, you want clear advancement opportunities. This clarity helps you create your non-negotiable list for your next role. Step 3, build your financial safety net. Even if you're planning to stay employed during your search, start building your emergency fund now. Cut one unnecessary expense and put that money aside each month. Or better yet, put it in the stock market so that it can grow for you, because even $50 would make a difference. Pick up a small side gig or side project if possible. Calculate exactly how much you need for 3 to 6 months of basic expenses. Having even $1,000 saved gives you more confidence than having nothing at all. Step 4 is learn to research and interview strategically. So before applying anywhere, research the company. Look on Glassdoor, LinkedIn, and their website. During interviews, ask specific questions. Questions like, what does work-life balance look like here? Or how do you handle conflict between team members? Or can you tell me about the last person who left this role? What are the biggest challenges facing this department? Pay attention to how they answer, not just what they say. And if you want more support in exactly how to do this, how to leave your toxic job without starting over in your career, I have a free training where I'm going to show you how to land a job you love in 2 simple steps. And I'll share that link with you at the end of this video. And in the meantime, if this perspective is helping you think differently about your situation, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below. Now, I do want to be clear, there are situations where immediate departure from your job is necessary. So if you are experiencing harassment, discrimination, or if your physical safety is at risk, your health comes first. Get out of that job. Get out yesterday. In those cases, you want to document everything, consult with an employment attorney if needed, and prioritize your safety over strategy. But honestly, for most toxic situations, micromanagement, poor communication, workplace politics, burnout from overwork, strategic planning will serve you better than emotional reactions. The fact is that you deserve better than just escaping a bad situation. You deserve to move towards something fulfilling, something that is financially rewarding and aligned with your values. But that requires strategy. Now, if you want that step-by-step guidance I talked about on how to leave your toxic job strategically without starting over in your career, you should register for my free training, Leave Your Miserable Job, where I will show you how to land a higher paying job you love in 2 simple steps. You can register at leaveyourmiserablejob.com, or you can click that link in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below so you don't miss future videos from me. And then comment below, have you ever been given the just quit advice? How did that work out for you? I'm curious to know. And then once you click the like, subscribe, and notify buttons below, don't click away. Hold up. There's another video popping up on the screen right here. Go ahead and click that video, watch the next video that's popping up on the screen so that I can continue to support you in your career.